this is incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that scores a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. To throw is Hill, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Hill. And his throw is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And let's take a look at the Texans offense.
So many weapons on this offense, and we've seen them all season long score from any point on the field. But we all know playoff football comes down to playing smart. The game slows down, and it's harder to move it. So you've got to avoid penalties, avoid turnovers, and not let your emotions get the best of you.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 10 yards out. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
And he's able to put it through. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw here, Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. 2nd and 5 now. Dalton. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
There are a good number of coaches that anytime they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Hill. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Hill off the bootleg. And the catch made by Hopkins. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Hill to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Coverage there by the former 1st-round pick, William Jackson. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To the air again. Hill. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills there to make the grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
On the ball, come on!
Carlos Dunlap in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Hill. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now it's Hill. It's complete to Fuller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 17 on the pickup there. And the Texans also get a new set of downs. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Here's Hill. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Hill. He's got Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans push further out in front.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a Houston. And it'll be Dalton again. To Mixon on the check down. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Now Joe Mixon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Bullock's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the 2nd half.
So we are halfway. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Houston. The kick return touchdown goes for